funk, thoughts deep, boys steeped in the depths that he sunk. Big stress, depressed in the middle of fall. Sky gray, I late in the thick of it all. I wonder, how long can a human survive just staying alive or carrying the rest of the tribe? Waiting for the day to arrive or struggling dies, and I be doing way, way more than getting by. So why? Got myself a cup of coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Hey, got myself a cup of coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Eyes realize life is so much more than just living the day. Every day I can sit and reflect and breathe and connect to myself and know that I've been given. See, giving up is not an option. So when I'm looking at gray skies, I'll be adopting a new way to deal with a test. Lord, relieve me of stress, the ring be looking like we're blessings dropping. And so I got myself a cup of coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Hey, here we go. Yeah, let's do this. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. In times of test, let no harm beset me, oh my Lord, oh my Lord. Test. Let no harm beset me, oh my Lord, oh my Lord. Woo.
Warning, the following image and/or content may be disturbing, offensive to some viewers. Viewer discretion is strongly advised.
Salute, salute, salute. Salute, salute, salute. Happy Wednesday, y'all. Happy Wednesday. I really appreciate y'all tuning in to the podcast on this afternoon, man. I know. Y'all like, man, urban shit. Don't you supposed to be going on that night? Yes, I'm still gonna go on that night too. So chill out, y'all. Chill out. I'm still gonna do my normal primetime live stream. Like y'all enjoy it. All right. Matter of fact, I got a show scheduled for later on tonight too. We're gonna do the review of the Pop a Balloon show. All right. Because me and y'all been asking about it. So we're gonna do a review or reaction on that later on tonight. So make sure you have your notifications set. One thing though, I do have to apologize to y'all because like I didn't want to do my main long intro because normally I do my main long intro during my own primetime shows at night. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't want to do it this time, you know what I'm saying? But I had to because I was on a very important phone call. All right. So so I was on the phone the whole entire time the intro was going and stuff. So charge it to the game. It is what it is, y'all. So chill out. All right. So appreciate y'all tuning to the show. Man, I got one interesting topic that I want to talk to y'all today about. I want to get y'all perspective on this like always. And, you know, we're just going to go from there, all right? But first, shout out to each and every last one of y'all who are in the building right now. We got Scorpio Mama in the building. What's up with you? Salute. Salute. And we got Miss Mimi in the building as well, too. What's up, Miss Mimi? Welcome to the lounge. Welcome to the lounge. And salute to each and every last one of y'all who are either watching in the bushes or you're going to catch the replay of the stream. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all a whole lot. So I got a topic I want to talk to y'all about, man. Once again, I want to see what y'all think about this, all right? Because this is going to come from a man's point of view, right? But I'm also curious to see what women think about this as well, too, all right? So let me give y'all a quick little backstory, all right? So those of y'all who've been following the channel for the longest, y'all kind of know my backstory. Y'all know that I was married, then I wasn't married, then I was married, then I wasn't married, then all that good, you know, whatever. Y'all know that, right? You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that. My life story. All right. So this is what I want to talk to y'all about. All right. I want to tell y'all a story of my past, right? Again. When I was married the first time around, right? When I was married the first time around, I was in a blended family, okay? Of course, I had my biological children, then I also had stepchildren or, you know, stepson, or whatever case may be, right? There were certain things that was happening and stuff, right, where it made being a step parent difficult. Made it very difficult, very challenging. One of the biggest things that happening was mainly the disciplinary situations that happened, where there were certain limitations to how far a stepfather could go to discipline their stepchild or stepchildren. Okay. So I had to deal with this. All right. I had to deal with this situation, you know, for the longest. After when it was all said and done and I end up divorcing out, I look back on that situation and I'm like, man, that was one of the most riskiest things that I ever did was to become a stepfather. Crazy part about it is that I'm a stepfather again in this new marriage. I'm a stepfather again in this new marriage, but it's kind of different this time because I learned a whole lot from my first go around of doing this. So this is what we're going to talk about today. And once again, I want to get y'all perspective on this. I honestly believe that it is very risky for a man to assume the role of being a stepfather. I do. It is very risky. In fact, in many situations, you could be a straight up ass clown for becoming a stepfather, to be honest with you. I want y'all to consider this as well too. Do y'all know that it's an epidemic going on right now? Now, I know when I mention the term epidemic, y'all thinking about, like COVID or AIDS or HIV, different things like that. But I'm not talking about nothing viral in that sense, you know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about an epidemic of single mothers out there. Yes, there's an epidemic of single mothers out there. Single mothers, single mother households. There's an epidemic of many of the biological fathers abandoning their responsibilities with their children. It could be because the single father didn't want to have children with their mom, and she decided to have children with them anyway. Well, that's another topic for another time, because we're gonna be talking about abortion, and that's another show for another time. But he may not want to have children with that said mother, and it happened that way, or it could be a situation where that father had passed away for whatever reason. He could have passed away of natural causes. He probably got into trouble and passed away, or he could be alive, but he could be locked up in jail. Or he could be alive and he just out there strung out on drugs somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But all these different situations is risky for a man to come into a single mother's life. That's why, honestly, to tell you the truth, that's why a lot of men, a lot of, good men out there, they always tell the younger men who don't have children, right? We always tell them all the time, like, hey, it's very risky for you to date a single mother, let alone marry a single mother too. It's very risky. We're not saying that you won't be successful in it. We're saying it's very risky in doing it, because you have to deal with a lot. And so that's what we're going to talk about in this episode. We're going to talk about being a single parent, a single father, right? I actually got a full video that I want to share with y'all today, and I want to get y'all perspective about that. And also, y'all let me know in the chat how y'all feel about this. Do y'all believe that it's very risky to be a single father out there, especially in this modern age of time? Do you believe that is very risky, or do you believe that, hey, everybody just tripping? You know what I'm saying? That ain't risky. That dude need to just man up and take care of this other man's responsibility. How y'all feel about that? Matter of fact, let me talk to the ladies too, all right? Especially the ones who are single mothers. Do you believe that it is that man who comes into your life responsibility to take on the role of being a father to your children? Do you honestly believe that? That if so, why y'all don't allow that dude to fully assume control of being a father towards your children? Why? Because like I say, there are many women out there, and plus, like I said, I didn't deal with this before. I'm not dealing with this now. I'm throw this out there. I'm not dealing with this now in my current marriage, because my current wife, you know what I'm saying, she's cool with that. You know what I'm saying? Hell, no problem. But previous marriage and other women think like this, what I'm about to get ready to tell y'all right now. Many women place parameters or limitations on how far a man could be a father to their children. They do. They'll say, it's okay for you to spend money on them. It's okay for you to even go and, take them to school. It's okay for you to even help them with their homework, right? But when it comes to the point of actually being a father and you're providing also the protection part, which is protection also deals with disciplinary actions too, right? When it comes to that part right there where you have to discipline that said child, right? Ladies, why do you put limitations on that? Why you don't trust a man to discipline your child? Why? Why? I know what y'all gonna say. Well, that dude could be abusive. He could do something to my child. He could probably either want to molest my child or do all these different things to my child. So that's why I put limitations on it. Because at the end of the day, I really don't trust him being a father of my children. And they got a father. If that be the case, though, why do you allow that man to do the protection and providing for your said child? Why not let the child father do that? Why not let the child father assume that role of doing that? See, there been situations to where men, they've been put into these scenarios and stuff, right? Where the child biological father is living and actually active in their life, right? But however, these type of women that I'm talking about right now, I'm not talking about all women, I'm talking about these certain type of women with these behaviors, all right? These certain type of women have a certain type of disdain, or they have a certain hatred for the biological father for whatever the reason it is, and they give this dude a hard ass time, and then guess what? They're gonna go into a relationship with the expectation of this new dude to assume the role, not because he's a great father, but to assume that role to make that biological father jealous. Say I'm lying about that. Say I'm lying. Just to make that biological father jealous of the new dude. I done had it happen to me. Where a new dude end up coming into my young children's life, right? And of course, y'all know that I am an active father in my children's life. New dude coming to the children's life and stuff, right? And their mother and stuff, right? Send up her spreading misinformation and false information, giving this dude a false narrative, thinking that we just on bad terms and I'm not taking care of the children or anything like that, right? And so this dude had this ideology thinking that, oh, well, I could just step in and assume the role of what he's not doing, not understanding that I am doing that. But she just doing that because she have a certain disdain or hatred or whatever the case may be towards me. And there's women that does that to these biological fathers out there. For real. Facts. And so guess what? That dude ended up assuming that role, right? And guess what? That woman ended up putting that dude at a risk, a high risk, based on her bull crap. Because she want this dude to, in other words, she want this new dude to make the other dude jealous, the biological father jealous. And it become risky because now this dude sitting up here stepping up to you, sitting up here trying to cuss you out, thinking that you the problem, but it's not you the problem. It's her. She's the problem. All she doing is manipulating you. Facts. Now, just like I say, this scenario is very common, but I'm not saying that every woman think like this, but it is a lot of women who does this out there. Sisters, this is why I say it's very vital for y'all to have y'all sisterhood and to educate y'all sisters on this and tell them that the stuff that they be doing is some bull crap. I mean, facts. And here's another thing that I want y'all to consider as well too. There are men out there, right, especially biological fathers out there, right, who want to have a relationship with their children, who want to not only have a relationship with their children, but also want to have a good co-parental relationship as well too, but that biological mother make it extremely difficult for it to happen. And guess what? That dude end up getting tired, he end up getting burned out, and guess what? He have to make a choice. He have to choose to have his sanity intact. He have to choose to have his peace intact, or choose to abandon his children altogether just for peace purposes. The dude really don't want to do that, but that reality happens. That reality happens. And ladies, y'all need to understand that. Y'all need to understand that it's actually some real good dudes out there that really want to take care of their responsibility for real. They really do. Now, I'm not talking about these old betas out there, you know what I'm saying? Or these old betas and screwed up dudes who not doing that. I'm not talking about them. I'm strictly talking about fathers who literally do want to take care of their responsibility, but your sisters out there make it extremely difficult for that to happen. Now, once again, was that my situation in the past? Absolutely it was. Is that my situation right now? Absolutely not. Because after when it was all said and done, after when the smoke was cleared and things, progressed to where it needed to progress, we now have a great co-parenting relationship. Facts. But that still raises the question about being a stepfather. Because throughout that whole time, just imagine if that dude would have went on and married my children's mother, right? And he been still dealing with the same situation where she's been manipulative and lying and all this different other stuff. Just imagine he would have married her. And this dude been through all the stress thinking that he's caught to save a hoe and stuff, right? Not calling her a hoe, but I'm just saying in general. He's up here trying to save her and stuff, right? Not understanding that she was the real villain. And there are a lot of men who deal with that scenario every single day. Where they be villainized, but they're not the villain. And so they have the choice to either stay in it and deal with the bull crap or, once again, abandon the children. Then look at it from the stepfather perspective too. This dude is putting himself at risk because he don't know what that father is capable of doing to him. I've seen a lot of stories, you know what I'm saying? I should have shared it with y'all in clips, but I ain't gonna do it today because I got a long video that we're gonna react to. But I just seen countless of stories where the stepdad end up becoming killed because of the father did something to them, all because of the mother, saying some stupid stuff, create a false narrative. And guess what? All she did is have the funeral for that dude and moved on, and the cycle continues again. She eventually end up getting with another dude and another dude and another dude. So, speaking as a man, I can guarantee and tell y'all that it is very risky for a man to be a stepfather. It is. Because there's so much situations that stepfather have to deal with. Have to deal with the mother of the children, have to deal with the father of the children. And also have to deal with the children itself. Whether or not that child is going to respect you or not, that's another parameter too, based on their age. Now, if they're young and stuff, right, they like about up to the age of 6, then they pretty much not going to too much care a whole lot. But when they get older into their preteen years and their teenage years, right, then yeah, they're going to care. They're going to have a different perspective about you. And you're going to have to deal with that behavior. You have to deal with them whether or not they respect you or not. You have to deal with them whether they call you daddy or not. You have to deal with them where if they biological father is still living, you got to deal with them comparing them to the biological father. You have to deal with all this stuff, right? And so, once again, I ask that question to y'all today. Do y'all honestly believe that being a stepfather is risky? Through my experience, I believe that it is risky. I believe that if there's something that you really want to do, if you say that you really care about this said woman, this single mother, right? You care about her, you vetted her out, and you see that she's a good, wholesome woman and she's not manipulating you to manipulate the baby daddy or whatever the case may be, right? Then by all means, it's a good risk. It's a good investment for you. But however, if you see the behavior early off, right, where she's being weird towards you, right, Y'all could be at shit. Where y'all be at? Y'all could be at freaking Chuck E. Cheese, right? Y'all could be at Chuck E. Cheese, right? Child and running crazy, and then you stop and grab that child like, hey, sit your ass down. And then if she react to you right in a way to right, you don't talk to my child like that. That is a sign right there that single mother don't want you to be a single father. What she does only want you to provide for her and her child. But when it comes down to the discipline part, she don't want you to discipline them at all. Period. That's a risk factor. That's something you need to consider. But we forget into it. We forget it to y'all. I got one video that I'm going to share with y'all. Salute to everyone who's out there right now. And I see y'all in the building. Cali Love, I see you in the building. Appreciate you. Lionel, salute, bro. Yes, I'm doing another afternoon stream. Yes, I am. Chill out, bro. Chill out. I see you in the building as well too. Let me real quick. Let me address some of the comments. I seen a lot of y'all commenting right now. Speak. I see you as well too, bro. Salute. But let me address some of these comments real quick, and we're gonna get deeper into this. All right. So Mimi, she said she's listening, but how's it risky, Urban? How's it so? Based on everything that I just said, you know what I'm saying? That's how it's risky. That's how it's risky. You have to deal with the child's behavior. And on top of that, you have to deal with the child's biological father if they're active in their household. And if that single mother have certain behavioral traits, you have to deal with her as well too. So it's very risky. Very risky. Appreciate you, Speak, for dropping by. All right, Mimi, she come back and say that. She said, I would say that if I feel that way, like they are in an abusive molestation, why you attract that type of man? That's a good question. That's a very, very good question. A matter of fact, me and Mrs. Urban, we was actually having a conversation, not about the stepdad thing, but something similar to what you was talking about. Because once again, Mrs. Urban, she's her job duty is that she's part of the what we call it, child protective services, whatever you want to call it, right? And so she was telling me about a situation to where she had to do a parent-child visit, and she was saying that the father is abusive, very abusive to her and the children as well too. When she took on this case, she said that they showed her photos and stuff where the father literally slapped the hell out of the child and left a big print on the child's face, and the father was being abusive to her, to the mother as well too. And she was telling me that she went to visit one day, right? And the father wasn't supposed to be there in the household, but guess what? One of the children had told her that not only the father was in the household, right? But the father and mother and all them, they went out on a movie date. They went to go see the movies and stuff, right? And after that, the father ended up spending the night. Which just goes back to what you're saying, Mimi, about the abuse part. The answer to that question is this. Some women find being abusive or being in an abusive, toxic environment as a form of love. It is what it is. Once again, they find that level of toxicity in their household a form of love. They feel like that if this man don't do these things to me and my children, then he don't love me. Hell, there are some women who will literally create an environment for that to happen. What I mean by that, they'll literally sit up here, buck up to the dude. They'll literally sit up there, hit the dude with something just so they could get that sensation that they're looking for. So, to me, that's the reason why. Scorpio, she says, it's because most men is fake, but not all of them. Most men don't show their true self. Yep. Also, that shows a lack of maturity as well too. A lot of say, hey, you got to deal with Chucky. Got to deal with them baby kids as well too. Oh man. Yeah. Daddy is over sexualized. Them kids got to call me bruh or shit. Lino in the chat, tripping like ain't nothing. Gas mask, salute, man. Appreciate you. Yeah. 6-year-old girl doesn't attract if it's her own father. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Right. What attract the woman to that type of man in the first place? Yeah, it's the behavior. Like I said, it's that type of woman behavior. It's something about that feeling. I don't know how to explain it, Mimi, but all I know that it's just that type of feeling, that sense of security with them, that sense of type of love from them. I don't know. But it is what it is. But let's dive deeper into this conversation. All right. Once again, I told y'all I have one video that I want to share with y'all. I want to get y'all perspective about this. All right. So let's dive into this video. This video is going to feature Anton Daniels. Those of y'all who don't know who Anton Daniels is, Anton Daniels is one content creator here on YouTube. So let's see this video. Now, this video that they're going to do, or this podcast that they're going to do, it is entitled Stepdad Crash Dummies, okay? So the whole argument of this conversation they get ready to have on this panel is a man should not be a stepdad crash dummy. In other words, the man should not assume the role of being a stepdaddy, period. But these women are going to have a different perspective. So let's listen into what they have to say, all right?
Welcome to Let's Rant About It, episode 2, season 2. You guys, I'm kicking it here with the cool kids. I'm your girl, Randy Rosario. Let's get introductions going before we get this conversation going. To the left here, I have Crystal the Doll, 2K, Anton Daniels, Latia, and one of our favorites on our, in-house people, Poppy Chu Blow. How y'all
Lionel,
doing?
get off her legs, bro.
We got somebody new on the panel this time, so before we get started for real, Latia, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey guys, I am Latia Matthews, also known as Tia Black. I am an actress, podcaster, social media influencer, just all around dope person. Period. Y'all gonna love me here.
What's going on?
Okay. So you're going to be thrown into a very aggressive conversation, just FYI.
Okay.
If you guys are privy to season 1, which I know all of you are because all of you love us so much, you saw that, first off, you would never laugh at me saying all of you love us that much. So, he giggled hard as hell.
Like, is that so hard to believe?
Right, we're lovable people.
I'm broke, please. No.
Anywho, if you guys watched season 1, you saw a very controversial conversation about step parenting, where Anton had a conversation about stepfathers being crash dummies.
Yeah. Step crash dummies.
Step crash dummies is what he likes to call them. Thanks for the correction. Thank you.
Hated all of that.
Anton, can we talk about
Hey, Scorpio, you know good and damn well why all men is rocking beards these days, because y'all women find it sexy. That's why. Damn it. You know the reason why. Answer to your own question.
You watching it?
That's an upgrade.
You hated it even after rewatching it?
Yes, because I don't agree with it.
Well, okay, let's talk about the foundation of what he believes, and we'll talk about what we don't agree with. Anton, why don't you like men being stepfathers?
I don't think that it's a benefit. First of all, if you just frame it, right, and you say, okay, well, this guy, he took care of his business his whole life, and he did the right thing, and he didn't have any children out of wedlock, and he literally had the ability to pick and choose anybody that he wants, right? Why would he go and choose to take care of another man's kid who is at some point going to say, you're not my daddy? Like, why would he ever do that, right? First of all, it removes the responsibility from the woman from choosing the guy that she's supposed to be with in the first place. Because most women have skipped over the man that she was supposed to be with.
Right.
Most of them, right?
Hey, Scorpio, you know why it tickle, right? You know why it tickle, right? The reason why it tickles, all right, is because it helps stimulate your little fun area down there. That's the reason why. And that's the real reason why women love it. Because when the dude is going down in them little fun areas that y'all love so much, right? And why he's doing what he's doing, and that beard tickling and stimulated as well too. Yeah.
And then on top of that, you then have to go back and forth with another dude that's gonna always be tied to her through that kid. Because essentially, that is marriage,
Right.
right?
Having a baby with somebody?
Yeah, you're married to that woman through the kid because you're never gonna be able to detach from each other.
What happens if the daddy not around? Because a
What
lot
do
of
you
these
mean,
niggas
what
be
happens?
leaving.
She need to go back to her baby daddy.
But then he left.
Well then she gotta wait because that shouldn't be somebody else's. But here's the thing.
So she got to wait till the
That
baby
is
is
the
grown today.
No.
That's the
Listen,
stupidest
this
shit I
is
ever
what
heard
I'm
in my
saying.
life.
That is
Stupidest
not
shit I ever heard in my
another
life.
dude's responsibility. She got to figure that out on her own. Now, if she can finesse a dude into getting with her and doing it on that time, then that's a whole nother conversation.
I'm so
But
glad
I don't
we're
see
individuals.
I don't
and
see the
everybody has their own
benefit.
opinion.
Nobody
Hold on,
is ever.
Crystal, what you
Nobody
saying?
is
So
ever.
glad we're all individuals and everybody has their own opinion. I'm so glad that everybody don't think like you.
Why not?
Because
If people thought like me, women would think twice about the man that they chose to have children with.
I don't. So we. This is
I
the
feel
thing.
like at the
I
end of
do-
the day, you never know people's circumstances, what they going through, or what's happening when those babies are being made. I mean, you can say you want to have the best mindset and make the best decisions, but in reality, that's not life. So it's like what you're. That's like we in make believe land. What you're saying.
How is that
Real
make-believe
life
land?
happens. So that world you're talking about is make believe world because that does not happen. Look how many. Not that it's a good thing, but look how many babies are born out of wedlock. Look what's going on in the time that we're in. This is a different time from the past. A lot of times when you guys have those mind frames, you're thinking about how things were so long ago. That's not even the world that we're living in anymore.
That's why we want to make America great again.
We can.
You did not just sit here and say.
Hey, Mimi, that's why that's why it's important for you to always stay as clean as possible too. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Say that shit.
That's why we want to make America great again. Because think about it. The more that we are left up to our own devices and get away from the core of what we're supposed to be doing in the first place, the worse off it gets. The reason why people with more information than we've ever had before continue to go down this dark path, we know for a fact that a child raised in a single parent household has less of an opportunity to be great, more of a probability to need therapy, more likely to go to jail, less likely to go to college, more likely to have debt and be asking the government for student loan forgiveness. We know that is the pathway more than likely.
You dealing with
I come from
black.
I come from a two-parent household, and I
We
got
know
you
this.
being born black. Period.
We know
you be
this.
born to a two-parent household.
That's nonsense.
That is.
I was
that is
born
so
in the hood
true.
like everybody else, and that ain't my circumstance or any of the people that
Because
was
you
born
made
with.
it different for yourself.
No, I didn't. It's
Individuals
because
move
I was raised in
differently.
a two-parent household,
So
even though we were born. But that don't mean nothing. Because I'll go into that in a minute. But my point
You
is,
need a microphone. Hold on.
but my point is that even with all of the information and the technology and being able to look in hindsight, y'all still choosing to do it. This is not something that anybody is making y'all do. Y'all choosing to have children out
We're
of
not
wedlock.
making them men have babies with us. It takes two.
Time
It's
out,
not
first
just
of all.
my.
Y'all
not just
choosing
my
to do it.
decision.
But
Okay,
what-
2K, what you
what-
two?
See, this is one of the sorry, this is one of the main reasons why I say that it is hard for women to take accountability. We know obviously that it takes two to tango. It takes two to one procreate to make a child. You know what I'm saying? We get that. Understand it. Got it. But here's the difference is that men out there, they will literally admit when they make a mistake. They'll literally be like, man, Shay, I done fucked up. Really, real admit it. But when it comes to a woman, no, she don't want to hold herself accountable for certain decisions that she made, especially when she chose to do that. Instead, she wants to go ahead and move the goalposts and say, well, it wasn't just my fault, it's the man's fault. Well, we was just in the moment when it happened. Instead of saying, you know what, yeah, I messed up as well too. I messed up. I made a choice to sleep with this dude, and this is the end resort. Why is that so hard to do? And also, another thing too is that I agree with Anton is saying is that statistically speaking, right, being in a two-parent nuclear family household normally is way better for that child. because they got two parents who are living there. Now, I'm not talking about the parameters if the household is toxic or anything like that. We're not talking about that. I'm talking about an actual household where two parents are getting along. The household is great, it's peaceful, everything is going, the way it need to go. Statistically speaking, that child have a better chance of growing up and being a model, productive citizen versus being in a single mother household or a single father household. Or even, I hate to admit this, even being in a blended household as well too. But let's continue.
Okay, what do you have to
Let me
say?
ask her a question. Why would a woman have a child out of wedlock? Why would she choose to do that today?
How about I'm gonna take it back to what I say every time. Like you said, you grew up in a two-parent household. You probably was taught something
So,
a
no,
totally
salute.
different way. Imagine being me, born in a household where my mom is a single parent and there are different baby daddies. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I'm growing up where auntie's doing the same thing. You get what I'm saying? Everybody not married. Everybody not with, not with the person that they had kids with, but then you still find your way. You move through life. You do what you have to do. Let's say you find you a man that loves you for you and love your babies, and you do have kids that are from another man. You feel me? But the situation didn't work. You saying because I made a bad decision and had a baby by a guy that decided he wanted to whoop my ass, now I can't find love and happiness because of that. That don't make sense.
And that's crazy.
No.
Chulo, what you say?
So I chose to be a stepfather, pretty much, right?
Right.
Chulo.
It matched my aesthetic, right?
What,
It
second
makes
place?
my aesthetics is
I'm
crazy.
It's not second place.
Second place? That's your aesthetic?
I was a single father, right? I was a single father of a girl. You know what I'm saying? I was a girl dad, so it was a little different, right? I always wanted a boy. I wanted to know what it was to actually raise a man, and all this other thing. So when I actually met the woman that I decided to marry, I was like, okay, cool. She came with a son, and I already understand that it's a two-parent deal. You don't want to be in those situations where I'm with your mama, but little nigga, you on the side.
Yeah.
So it's one of those situations.
You
where
got to
it was
kick
like,
over a sport like
Huh?
Snoop did.
Yeah.
Baby Boy. Yeah.
So at the same time, her son
You
was
ain't my
4.
daddy. I hate you.
Her son was 4, and my daughter was 4. So a lot of things matched. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things meshed. I'm like, listen, it'd be dope for my daughter to have somebody to play with, somebody to be around, or whatever the case is.
Hey, real quick, y'all, real quick. Callie, she said something really important. This particular point right here. Where it go? She said that she felt that it's not fair though. Relationship, even marriages, don't work out sometime. From that point, I get it, I understand it, but I want you to consider this as well too. Not only Cali girl, but everybody that listening right now. At the end of the day, life is not fair. Okay. A matter of fact, us being men, right? Or I keep saying this, us being black men, right? We be dealing with life on the short hand of the stick the moment when we're born. Okay? And it's not fair. Everything that we have to deal with, it's not fair. Even when we become men, it's not fair. Y'all understand that all it takes is one decision that a man can make, right? And it'll change the whole course of his life. Y'all do understand that, right? And it's no taking back from that. He can't undo it. He can't hit the reset button and do it all over again. He can't do it. He absolutely cannot do it. The only thing he can do is deal with it. This is the point I'm making about this situation, about the relationship, and hey, my relationship failed or my marriage failed or whatever, stuff like that. It's not fair, but the reality of it just is what it is. Life is not fair. You just have to deal with it. Now, if you find a man who wants to do that, who wants to be a stepfather to your children, and he agreed to doing that, then that is totally on him to do that. Just like me, myself. I am a stepfather. I agreed to become a stepfather. Is it a risk that I'm taking? Absolutely, it's a risk. Just the same, it's a risk for the woman to accept a dude as a stepfather because you don't never know what this dude mind is at. I get it. But life is filled with risk. Y'all got to understand that. So wherever choices or decisions that you make, it doesn't matter because you just have to deal with it. That is life, period. So there's this whole concept about, well, it ain't fair that you got to do it. It ain't fair. Okay, you should never did it. It's as simple as that. Deal with it. But let's continue, y'all.
That way, it's not, hey, please my child to try to please me.
Yeah.
You know, it's a game in the beginning versus saying, okay, listen, they're going to get in there. We're going to see how it really is. Because you know how kids will start taking their parents' side. The realistic things of whatever the case is.
I think that this conversation skips over something that's important. And the important part that it skips over is bringing that step parent into the household can create the household into a two-parent household.
What?
Yeah, that's what
Most
happens.
definitely.
If a single mother gets married, now you're in a two-parent household. And when you have that two-parent household, like you just said, statistically, we know what the numbers look like differently. We don't say the numbers off a two-parent household biologically all the time. It's a two-parent household. So me marrying my husband and him having two kids, the kids' experience, he sleep right now, but if I woke his ass up, he'll tell you, his experience with us at our house is going to differ than the experience that he gets at his mom's house with his step.
See, here's another example of how modern day women try to move the goalposts on the whole argument. She's trying to compare a two-parent household to say, well, if he ended up getting with a stepfather, technically that means he's in a two-parent household. So technically that means that the dad is wrong. Wrong. And wrong. The data is talking about being in a two-parent nuclear household, meaning that y'all both are the biological parents. That's what it's talking about. Not no blended family. The data don't have nothing to do with blended family. It only is talking about a nuclear biological two-parent household, period.
Stepfather.
Randy,
You feel me?
most step kids are package deal. It's kind of like cable, okay? You are the high-speed internet. Your child is you are the high-speed internet, and your child is the house phone.
Okay.
Okay?
Nobody use the house phone though.
Exactly. He don't like the kids.
Oh my God.
If we got
That's
to
a
be
fact.
honest,
That's a fact.
if we got to be honest, like I hate step stools, step daddy, step mom.
We can tell.
Hold on, hey, but you gotta
We can tell, nigga.
Depends on how old the kid is.
Once again, I'm glad people have individual
The
thoughts.
stepdad ain't nothing but the substitute.
He went into that mode of what movie was that one? Dog was like, I hate everything black.
I hate
That
my
got
guns
nothing to
Because
do
they
with
black. I hate piano keys because they black. If you
Yeah,
ever
I
see it,
disrespect.
Gertrude, salute.
Stepdads ain't nothing but the first loser.
can I ask you guys
Number
this
two.
though?
That's
Why do you guys put that emphasis on stepdaddies and not stepmoms?
Oh, stepmama's worse. They the worst people in the world.
Let's talk about why.
What's
So
her
you
name
can get
is?
ate the fuck up.
The worst person in the world, Cinderella.
Okay.
Her stepmama
Right.
was treating her bad.
This nigga went to a Disney movie,
No,
bro.
listen, y'all love Disney. Second place. Stepmama's the reason why they are one of the worst people in the world because they don't love you until you come over. If you don't come over, you don't hear from them. They don't
My
call you. They
kid-
don't text you. None of them.
Let me tell you why you're wrong.
Stepmama's
That's
are
not
not.
it.
No,
Stop using yourself.
No,
as an
I'ma
example.
always use myself as an example because I am the example for the people.
No, you gotta
use
talk to
yourself
the
my
as
majority.
an example.
Show do.
You
No,
use yourself
no,
as an
no,
example.
Show
all the
do.
time.
And he a millionaire and these niggas majority broke.
No. Let's be real. I say that to qualify myself to be able to have this conversation. That's why I do it. But I don't use myself.
But
Well,
she,
I'm
No.
qualifying myself
but
to have
y'all
this
do know,
conversation.
realistically speaking, everybody is not gonna be married. Y'all do know.
Hey, gas mask. If you do, bro, I'll pull up. Let me know. I'll pull up.
Right?
Yeah, that's the
Like, y'all
problem.
do know that it's 200 women to every one man.
Yeah.
Like, can we just play the numbers game for a minute? Do y'all know that?
Go get back
It's
to your baby.
200. Okay.
He wasn't the person that was compatible.
he was
The
good
thing is,
enough to
that-
get back with
no, because hear me out. This is
You're not getting back
no,
with
no,
your-
Can we have this conversation? Because in the last
Because
episode,
other-
pause one at a time. In the last episode, we had a conversation about women's rights, birth control, and things like that. And now in this episode, we're talking about motherhood, why you having this man baby and things like that. You having this man baby because some women feel like if there's a child growing in me, I'm not going to abort it. So you fucked up and you got pregnant by a loser, pookie picking ass nigga, and now you're going to have that child and you're keeping that baby. That's what happens. Well, we're going to, what's this, y'all? That's how babies are made. If this is a penis and this is a vagina, this is how babies are made. We're gonna stop
What
asking
the
us.
hell?
It takes being in love, you love somebody, and everything else to do this. Y'all sleep with people on the first night after knowing them.
As a whole,
And you get
everybody
shot.
not gonna be
If you get the club shut up, you might get pregnant. If you get pregnant and you decide to keep that baby, you are definitely making a choice, and you are definitely making the choice to say, I'm gonna have to either deal with this man forever, or I'm gonna be a single mama. And so we're not gonna punish the women. We are not gonna punish the women that actually sat up here and said, you know what? I'm not gonna kill God's creation. I'm gonna stand 10 toes on the fact that this is my baby.
And that salute.
But you're doing enough of a sentence having to raise a child by yourself. You know how much fucking time a kid take, bro?
Hey, listen.
You know how much energy a kid take?
Just to tap in.
See that goes back to my original argument about this, is that at the end of the day, you picking and choosing the type of dudes that you want to sleep with, you want to procreate with, right? You're doing that. But like I was saying earlier, I don't understand why, women don't like to take accountability for the choices and decisions that they make, because they the one who allow that dude to sleep with them. I say this all the time on this podcast, is that it is not men who control the access to sex. It is women who control the access to sex, period. And that's facts. Women control the access to sex, not men. We can't just walk up and just have sex with a woman. We have to get permission from them first. They either going to say, yes, I want to, or no, I do not want to. If you try to force yourself on it, guess what? That is a case of grape, right? So women control the access to sex. So if a woman control the access to sex, right, then how in the hell is it hard for them to take accountability for sleeping with the dude? And on top of that, allowing this dude to nut up in her and get her pregnant. Why is it so hard for her to take responsibility and accountability for that? I don't get it. I don't understand that. But men, on the other hand, we'll take accountability for that. We'll say, yeah, I skeeted up in that shit. Then guess what will be the next thing we'll say? We'll say one or two things. If we care about that woman, right, we will say this. We're like, dang, you pregnant for real? Oh, man, I'm so happy. Be happy and want to be a father. But at the same time, we'll say this. Dang, I got you pregnant. Man, I don't want to be a father. I do not want to be a father. And guess what? What's going to happen within the two situations? That woman going to make a choice. There been a lot of scenarios where when that dude said, man, I'm happy. I'm happy to be a father. I'm going to take care of the child. Guess what that woman do? She said, heck no, end up aborting that baby. Just because she just wanted a moment with that dude. Say I'm lying. Just because she just wanted a moment with that dude, but she don't want to be in a relationship with that dude, nor have a parenting relationship with that dude. And so guess what? She abort that baby. Same scenario, right? Where this dude don't want to be with her, right? Don't want to have a relationship with her and stuff, right? Don't want to have nothing to do with her. All it was a moment, right? But she caught feelings, right? The dude that sit up here and put it on her very well, and she caught feelings, and while they having sex together, she sit up here imagining them getting married together and having children together while he going to Pound Town on her. The next thing you know, she end up on getting pregnant. The dude say, hell no, I don't want to have no children. Guess what she do? She get mad, get up in her feelings, and have that child. Say I'm lying. But all of this, I'm saying all of this for the simple fact that both of these scenarios, right, at least the dude will admit and take accountability for his actions. But the woman will not do that. They'll sit up here and move the goalposts every single time. Say, oh no, it's the dude's fault. It was his fault that he was stroking in me and he nutted up in me. It was his fault. But you could have told him to use a condom. You could have used a condom. You could have used birth control, but you chose not to. But it's the dude's fault. But you don't want to take accountability for your said action and behavior in this. I just say it's bullshit for real.
That's bullshit.
These bum ass niggas, they will leave the situation right early on.
Yeah.
Super early on.
Yeah.
I hate bum ass niggas.
Mhm.
If you ain't a man, you ain't a man if you ain't.
And yeah, Gertrude, I hear you. And I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm not disagreeing with the point that they equally shares the fault or responsibility. That's not what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I agree with that point. But when it comes to the accountability part, that's what I'm talking about. When it comes to accountability part, a man will quickly take accountability for his said action and behavior. He will. But a woman will sit up here and do all this going around the world to her finally realize that, God dang, I also had a role to play in this, and I need to take accountability for this. That's what I'm saying. Now, I'm not saying every woman think like this, but it's a lot of y'all sisters who do have this behavior for real. I ain't lying.
Taking care of your situation.
Period.
In the way I hate, I will then take care of just to show, nigga, this is what you did wrong.
Yeah.
This is what you did
Now,
wrong.
shut up.
Watch what I'm finna do with this boy, and I made that boy who he is.
Now
He's
watch
sitting
this.
$2 million into his account at 14 years old.
Period.
And that's something that his father.
I'm never
Now
giving
watch
somebody
this.
else
Watch
shit
this.
to
Why
make-
did he thought the way you thought, that young man will never be sitting the way that he's sitting now if he thought the way you thought. Because you feel like because it's not that baby
The kid
fault
has to be
that
punished.
that
When
baby
do y'all
dad
take-
decided not to
when
do
do
They
that.
should be.
Okay, hold on. 2K, go ahead.
When do y'all take accountability? If all these dudes that balls now all of a sudden, when do you look at yourself and say, damn, well, maybe my pussy at home and shit?
Well,
How about no? That's not what
That's
it
a
is.
fact. If he a ball,
Yep. Yeah, Mimi, I agree on that. Yes, I agree that birth control is a responsibility for both consenting adults. I agree on that. But however, when it comes to the point of actually having that baby created, is it the man who's carrying that child or is it the woman who's carrying that child? It is the woman who is carrying that child. So therefore, it is her body. Just like what women say, my body, her choice, right? Right? By her knowing that and by her having that simple logic, right? She the one who control the overall thing that goes into her body. Case in point, a dude nutted up in her. So she the one who had to do her due diligence to protect her body. Her body is already naturally doing it, right? Even if the dude skid up in her without a condom on, automatically her body is already naturally sitting up her killing the sperm cells and different like that with her white blood cells and all the stuff there. It's already happening. That's part of the battle. But the other part of the battle, what the woman could do is that she now don't want to wear no condom or nothing like that. She have birth control. She could be on birth control the whole entire time. She could get that little UV ring or whatever y'all call that, similar to where she could never have kids. She could get her tubes tied where she can't have kids. Hell, she could take a down plan B at the end of y'all having sex. So she got all these different additional options versus a man. The only options that a man got, the only two options that a man got is either wearing a condom or getting a vasectomy. That's it. That's all we got. But women got all these different options, but your sisterhood choose not to exercise that option, then have the audacity to sit up here and move the goalposts and not take accountability. That's what I'm talking about.
why you can't admit that you're homeless?
The thing is
You
that
house it.
pause.
You house
No, pause.
That's a
Because
fact.
what happens is because even what happens when a woman has a child and says, okay, you know what, I fucked up. I had a kid with a dude that's a loser. He's not doing this. Let me do the inner work to make sure I can do better for myself and pick a better husband in the future so I can live the life and pick the life that I need to have. And so if you do that, you run into niggas like this that be like, nah, you had that, baby, so raise my own.
No,
bitch.
but Randy, listen.
I'm not the owner of the homeless shelter. Why would I come in here?
But
and
how
pick
about
up
this?
those
I seen a situation. I know a girl who she take care of herself, got her own business, do what she's supposed to do. Was in a relationship with a guy. They was together for like 10 plus years. Had a baby, the little girl like 8 years old, right? Things didn't work out between them.
And now he ain't doing shit.
He was the best father ever when they was together.
And now
had
he
no
ain't
reason
shit.
for her to think he'd ever be a deadbeat. He did everything they were supposed to do. They were not married. You get what I'm saying? They wasn't married. It is what it is.
Flag on the plate.
Tile pass salute.
Okay, but when the relationship ended between the mother and him, it was as if the daughter no longer existed. And he said, I'm moving on with my life. He dealing with somebody else that got kids and dealing
take
with
care
her
of
and
their
her kids and don't even acknowledge his own child because the relationship didn't work with the mother.
Yep.
When do that mean cut your seed off?
You know
You
what?
said
And mind you, he was in her life for them 8 years.
You
That-
said
that-
flag
that
on
whole
the play
time.
because of the marriage. I have a friend right
They didn't get
now.
married.
I have a friend because of lack of marriage. I have a friend right now, and I wish that she was still here to tell her story because she just left. Who was married, got pregnant, found out her husband was cheating while she was pregnant, had the strength to say, you know what, it's not gonna work. Yeah, the fucking
That's the
strength.
easiest thing to do.
Yeah, to walk the fuck away. Absolutely.
You gonna leave your baby daddy and go get cheated on by a complete stranger?
No, now she's gonna be by herself and get herself together. And she's gonna be okay being
How about
alone.
she is alone and she's healing and making the right decisions and not running into another relationship right
see,
now?
this the problem right here. This is black. I'm sorry, black women. Y'all have created these dysfunctional homes because of y'all ego.
Ooh.
A nigga cheating on me.
Hey, that's facts. I say this all the time on this podcast too, that women have the biggest egos for real. I don't know why women think that they don't, but y'all do. Y'all have one of the biggest egos ever. Y'all say that us men have egos, but nah, hell no. Y'all got the biggest egos, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't like to let things go at all. Period. You know what I'm saying? If it's dealing with your feelings or whatever, shoot, y'all gonna carry that until you die. For real, no lie. At least with men, right? We throughout our ego, we know that we have limitations on that. We know that hey, we can actually be wrong, but women. Hey, lie. Y'all know y'all could be wrong and y'all don't give a damn. Y'all don't care. Y'all could be right, all that wrong. Which dealing even with this situation about the stepdad thing that I was telling y'all about, where you'll sit up here and literally lie to the stepfather, right? Saying that your biological baby daddy, right? Sit up here, this fuck nigga that did all this stuff, right? But in reality, this dude is not that at all. Lying like it ain't nothing. Got this stepdad dude acting like he's a what y'all call that nigga? Oh, Russell Wilson. Acting like he's a Russell Wilson. Yeah, he's gonna be my next Russell Wilson. So I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna be like Sierra. I'm gonna lie and I'm gonna tell them that this dude is a future and all this stuff. And in reality, that dude is not a future at all. He wanna take care of his children, but you keeping him for take care of his children. Say I'm lying about that, man.
Now my kids got to suffer. Win. Win.
He not 100% wrong.
He not 100% wrong. But he not 100% right.
I forgive you. How about you cheat and I forgive you, and then you keep doing it because you think I'm not gonna leave?
That's different.
How about that?
Wait.
How about you do it once and I take it and I say, okay, let's work it out, and then you keep doing it.
But
You
the
think
pro-
you
the
gonna have a
problem
Rashida
is-
and Kurt?
Y'all
You gonna have a
act
Rashida
so
and Kurt?
delusional.
That's what you gonna
Y'all
have.
act so delusional.
It is. It's delusion because y'all female intuition work every time except for when you really need it.
It never tell you when I'm home.
It's so
Oh, George,
funny
salute. I just
because
see you
I
walking
have
in the
anxiety,
lounge.
so my
Salute.
intuition does never work.
But I just find it so funny because y'all know who the man is that y'all dealing with before
Yeah.
y'all ever even lay down with him.
Yeah.
Y'all, no, you do. Most of the time that y'all do.
I would
know.
agree with him on that.
And a
I
lot
believe
of
that
a
you
lot
do.
of times y'all
You
get with
do.
the dude that y'all not supposed to be with, and then you looking to change him into something that he never was.
You are right.
Most of the time, you know that you dealing with an ain't shit ass nigga.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Y'all have kids by him,
Yeah.
and then somehow y'all standards raised when y'all got extra kids tagging along with y'all. How the fuck does that happen?
Hey, do you
Well,
think
can
it's
I-
an age range though? Do you think it's an age range? Like, let's say you had the child between 17, 18, 19.
That part.
You don't even have a mindset
That
of
part.
understanding who you even
That
dealing
part.
with. Who would like you?
That
Like,
part.
Is it an age range? I
You
see
don't
it
know
like
what's going on
20,
with people's
30
lives,
something.
because you sit right next to a product of that.
So you can never grow, is what
You
you're
sit
saying.
right next to
No,
not
listen,
a product from
I
my
think
mother,
that
but
you
from
can
myself.
grow.
What y'all talking about over here? What y'all talking about over
No,
here?
he said something about, you said the age range thing.
Yeah.
And I said, I agree with you. Because when you say you know who you dealing with, I didn't learn. First of all, it's a terrible thing when the father is not in the daughter's life.
Mhm.
I grew up without a father, so it's a lot of things that I did not know when it came to men, right?
Wait. Let me ask you a question. At what point did you hold your parent accountable for that?
You did.
Always did.
Okay, then that's cool.
Always did. Never had a problem speaking on it. But what I will sit here and say,
You gotta hold both of your parents accountable. This is
I absolutely held
because
my
you know
mama
what the
accountable
thing
for
about
this.
it is, if I have a kid out of wedlock and I don't pay, you know what happened? I go to jail.
Yeah.
Facts.
See,
Facts.
No. Listen. The thing about men is that we understand that regardless of the decision that we make, we always gonna be held accountable by society. Don't matter if you hold us accountable. Listen, You know how many shelters that there are for men that
In
have
comparison.
domestic abuse? Do you know how many men don't even report domestic abuse because they just got to take it? They just got to take that L. That's the nature of a guy. We understand, right or wrong, good or bad, that whatever decision that we make is on us. Y'all know that y'all gonna be able to find another simp to come and pick you up and off your bum bum when you made a mistake, because now I'm better, I'm a good woman, I got my life together, I went and got my nursing degree, you know, I'm an esthetician, all this shit. No.
He's speaking. Hey, he's speaking fast. Anton's speaking fast for real. I agree with him. I agree on that. I agree 100. Oh, Gas Max say I got a video on my channel, right? And I explain details about my whole setup that I use. I don't know how far down it is, but you can go into my channel and search it. It's gonna be under my lives, not the videos, but my actual live streams. Okay, I actually did a live show on my entire setup. All right, so yeah, go on my channel and find that. If you can't find it right, then my email is on my about page. That's how email me, and I'll explain to you the details, my whole entire setup. All right.
All of a sudden, now I don't want to talk to a guy that make less than
Can't
me.
grow.
All of this other shit. Like somehow I buried my past. I moved from Detroit to Atlanta to Houston and back to Detroit, and now I'm a new woman. Don't nobody want to hear. No. That's the.
No, I'm not mad at him for what he's saying right now.
I'm a fixed black woman starter kit. I got me.
Not a fixed black woman starter kit.
All of that shit, right?
Does the Nissan?
Absolutely.
Hey, wait, I have a serious question. Hold on, I have a very serious question.
Because I mean,
Does
let's get for real.
the Nissan Altima have the eyelashes on it? Because I love when
It
the car.
does.
I love when the cars
They
have the
got the
eyelashes.
eyelashes and they got the
Oh,
sparkly
does
steering
it
wheel.
have the furry steering wheel? Those are my
Yeah, got all of
favorites.
that shit.
Oh, those girls look like they have good coochie. All right, so let's talk about this real quick. Let's talk about this real quick.
Hold
No,
on, Randy.
what?
She was about to say something. Go ahead.
No, I was
Okay.
saying
I
about
want to talk about
far.
the good coochie girls.
You was so silly, man.
CNA.
I said as far as like the age thing go and just not knowing
Coochie now
better.
available.
That's what I love myself for how far I've come and who I am now. Because the cards that I was dealt, I was meant to fail, and I did not.
See, by everything that's been saying right now and everything that I done say so far about this, even the comments that the men in the chat is saying, right? And many other women replying back saying, well, they just want to blame it on the woman and stuff. No, that is not the argument. That's not the argument at all, okay? The whole argument is the whole point is that men are more than willing to take accountability of their said behavior, even if they make the choice to be that deadbeat dad and leave that child. He has took accountability. That's what y'all need to understand. Even if he decides to be that deadbeat dad and leave that child or abandon, right? That's him taking accountability. Even if he decides to stay there and be with that mother, even if he don't want to be with her, he is taking accountability for his said behavior. But the whole argument is that women do not want to take accountability. They want men to make the decisions for them. That's what we're talking about. We understand that it takes two to tango. Once again, we know that. We understand that it takes an egg and a sperm to procreate. We know that. But at the end of the day, once again, when it all said and done, who is carrying that baby? The woman is. The woman is, not the man, the woman is. So therefore, that woman could choose to either carry that baby or not. She makes that choice. That's why I said that women control access to sex, period. Hell, I even said this too. And men disagree with me on this, but I don't care. Not only women control the access to sex, but in reality, women also control the access to relationships and marriages too. You want to know why? It's because it takes for that woman to say yes to sex and also take that woman, yes, to say that they want to be married to you. Say I'm lying. That man can't force that woman to marry her, nor that man can't force that woman to have sex with him. You can't. So women control both of that. Access to sex and access to relationships and marriages. Period. Why do y'all think that, fellas, why do y'all think that it's so important for women to want to be married? Why do y'all think that? Why do you think they have that mentality in their mind for? Because they know they control that. They've been taught since they were girls that they always had control to relationships, the sex, and marriage, even as little girls. Not us. The only responsibility that we have is going out and hunting and finding that woman. That's it. That's all we got. And nut up in her. That's it. That is our only role. Fellas, I hate to put it out here to you, but that is our only role in life for us providing the protector. We sit up here, go and hunt for that woman, meaning that we go and find that woman, or as y'all say, we do the courtship thing or whatever, right? The selection process, whatever you want to call it, right? That's our role. We do that. Once we select that woman, it is that woman's choice to either want to agree to be with that man or not. It's just that simple. I'm just saying, shoot.
There were so many hills that I had to climb to get to where I am now, and I'm still not.
Yeah,
where
facts,
I wanna
line up facts. Dudes, ladies, I hate to put this to y'all, but the only type of dudes who sit up here dreaming about being married are betas.
Beta.
I ain't lying. Once again, the only type of men who are dreaming, who literally be up here dreaming, oh my God, I can't wait to marry the one of my dreams, is a damn beta.
Beta.
The only time when a man is actually thinking about marriage is when he's actually with that actual woman. And he feel that the woman, hey, this woman is cool. I don't mind, you know what I'm saying, spending my life with this woman and stuff like that. Then that's when he was like, you know what? I'm going to ask her, does she want to spend the rest of her life with me? Then that's what he's thinking like that. Before it's like growing up as a boy and you see him playing with a Ken doll, with a Barbie doll, and he's Ken, right? And they got the Barbie dream house. And he said, hey, this is me. I'm Ken. I'm going to be married to Barbie one day. No boy thinks like that, period. Unless he's a down beta.
Beta.
No boy thinks like that. Girls do, though.
But I'm just proud of myself because I was not meant to win at all. Like literally, I got into a relationship young with I have 3 children. My oldest 2 have the same father, and then my youngest has her own dad, right? So I got pregnant with my son when I was 17.
Not him being gay.
18, and then rolled around, turned around, and then had
oh Lord, not him being gay.
In a year, my 21st year of life. So by the time I was 21, I had 3 kids, and they was all in diapers. That shambles. When I say how, you get what I'm saying? But I worked 3 jobs. I took care of my kids. I did what I was supposed to do.
No, Mimi, no. See, y'all ain't letting me finish this whole thing now, man. Hold up. No, Mimi, no. Don't believe in that hype, all right? Don't believe in that hype. Men do not know if we're going to marry a woman within a month. That is a total misconception. That is a woman who plant that ideology for a man to want to be married to a woman within that certain time frame. Okay? That's that woman who manipulated that. Men do not trust me. Men do not think like that. Now, I will give you this, though. I'll give you this. Men do think, however, if they want to be in a relationship with a woman within 30 days, you know what I'm saying? If they want to actually be in a relationship with a woman within 30 days, they think like that. So let's say this in this scenario, right? In this scenario, this dude had like multiple women that he's talking to right now, right? And he's a single dude. So within that time frame, he's vetting this girl out, he's vetting her out and saying what type of woman she is. Which men do this, by the way. This is the reason why we separate women from the thoughts and the 304s and stuff, because we know what type of woman that woman is based on her behavior. If she's going around wearing a short dress and she's showing her cookies around and stuff, right, and she's easy, right, she's in our phone listed as a 304. We could smash her anytime. I'm just keeping it real. It is what it is. But when we see a woman who's potential to be in a relationship with, right, then yeah, we'll vet her out. And that situation could take like a month or so for us to properly vet out a person and stuff, right? That's the first parameter, vetting them out, right? But we're not thinking about marrying them within 30 days. No. Nope. Because if a man think about marrying a woman within 30 days, that dude is a beta. Too. That dude is an absolute beta. Because we got to still go through our process of vetting. Vetting doesn't take a month to do. It takes way longer than that. Way longer. Maybe 6 months, maybe a year, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Depending on that dude and depending on that woman. I'm just saying.
I never relied on the government. The only thing that the government did for me, honestly, was pay for the births of my children because I didn't have insurance. You get what I'm saying? I was working temp jobs. They didn't offer that. But I tried to do everything the right way. Once I figured out they're not helping. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, a matter of fact, Lionel, you could tell everything I'm saying, I not validate that, right? Because even looking on this podcast, right? Look at how the women are dressed on this podcast right now. Every last one of these women dressed on this podcast, to me, shoot, they just somebody I could just smash and just be done with. Matter of fact, we're going to review Pop the Balloon later on tonight, right? Them women that be on that Pop the Balloon thing, every last one of them women to me, all except for a few of them, is the women that you just want to pump and dump, for real. No lie.
I'm saying.
We know.
Can I dive deeper into your story a little bit? Do you mind if I do
No,
that?
go ahead.
The other part that really is, I guess not necessarily, that kind of is heartbreaking for me. Because when I look at women that didn't grow up in 2-parent households and didn't have access to their father regularly, you could tell the difference. When I first met Crystal, the first story that she told me, y'all, it literally broke my heart. Crystal was supposed to be in Atlanta in law school. She didn't have that support. She didn't have the people that could have helped her navigate what that looks like. And even if the crazy thing about that is, even if you do come from a 2-parent household, if you don't have the family or the resources or the counselors that's going to pour into you and teach you how to navigate those waters and navigate that road, it's going to be difficult. So not only was the education situation set up for her to win, but because how life was set up, it wasn't set up for her to win. It was like right there. Imagine one of your biggest goals, your biggest dreams is right there. You can almost touch it. But because your circumstances and how your life is set up, it's literally just like, you can't get there.
Listen.
Hey, look, I want to.
See, I'm feeling Anton on this one for real. It always be like that too, where the woman want to think about the worst case scenario. I mean, the absolute worst case scenario to convey a point. Every single time. That's why I also like Mimi, you're in the one lounge right now, right? That's why I'm honestly looking forward to Friday, where we have this debate Friday, because I know women gonna do this. I know y'all gonna do this, right? I know that when we have this debate Friday, right, that y'all gonna sit up here and think about the worst case scenario possible to convey a point. And then right when y'all do that, we're gonna be like, gotcha. But this is what they do. They're thinking about the worst case scenario about these situations instead of thinking about the reality of it.
I want to touch on that only because it's a vulnerable conversation, and we might as well have it of why I even chose to do that even further of being a stepfather, right? So I found out I was adopted, right? I had to find out at 17. My birth mother was a crackhead. She had 8 kids before me. My mother was a nurse. She literally went in there and said, yo, I need to get rid of this baby because nobody don't want it. I'm ready to get rid of it. And then at that point, right, my mother and my father, right, the ones that I know today, my mother and my father, they wanted a child. My mom had a tooth tied. She already had 3 kids prior. She wasn't planning on having no more children. She fell in love with this man, the man that came in there and took care of all 3 of my siblings. They're like 13, 14 flat. And he walked in there as a man. And that's what she wanted to do for him because she knew he wanted his own child.
Yeah.
So boom, she had that conversation with my father and said, yo, we need to adopt that little boy. You know what I mean? And literally from birth, I'm talking about going through withdrawals, keeping people up for the first 6 months of my life, and just seeing everybody take to me and seeing that it was nothing but love. But because I knew I wouldn't even been here if she would have made that decision, or if he would have made that decision, like, nah, fuck this little dude. We don't want him. I want to have my own kid. If I can't have my own kid, it's out. But he chose to be a stepfather from literally in the worst situations with the worst type of child. You know what I'm saying? The worst type of child. He
Sure,
just
nowhere,
let me
Lionel.
just lot. I wouldn't be here today. Wouldn't have created this and that. Wouldn't have made millions. Wouldn't have been, this influential. Wouldn't even now, as I'm looking at my son who almost had the same situation where her baby father said, yo, if you want me to watch this child while you go to work, you're gonna have to pay me child support. That's some bum ass nigga shit, right? Just seeing that, I'm like, yo, watch what I do.
I think that's dope, right? And I can't speak to you because I know you personally, so I can't speak negative. And congratulations to you on your growth and everything that you've accomplished. But in reality, like, fuck these kids. Nobody.
And I appreciate you.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares about individual stories. Everybody got their own trauma that they done been through and issues that had happened in their life. And
I care.
At the end of the day,
And the stepdaddy care. It is
we coming back to.
You can't say
Let me tell you something. You know what I seen just at the end of the day, it comes back to the original core of the conversation of, because see, y'all looking at it from a selfish perspective about how
Facts.
it's affecting you. When that last episode dropped from last season, if you go through the comments and you look at them, for every one of y'all, it's 50 dudes that said, I did it, I will never do it again. I hated it. I will never do it again. It was one of the worst things that I could have ever did in my life.
Okay.
To ever become a step crash dummy.
Okay, so let's have a
So
conversation.
we don't talk about that other side. We only talk about the success story.
No, let's talk about it, because even in those success stories,
choices.
even in
Like
those
you said.
success stories, it's difficult. And that's the conversation I do want to have. I don't necessarily want to stay on the stepdads being whatever. I do want to have the conversation of the ups and downs of a blended family.
Because it's work.
Because
it's work.
it is real work.
It's not
as
easy.
Mhm.
as
It's
a
not.
woman that has been a stepmother for 6 years now, nearly 7 years.
Appreciate
It's
you, Mimi.
difficult at times, especially when all of the adults involved are not mature. It's difficult when the kids start hitting puberty and they start going through what they're going through. But if we be in the bean, the kid that I actually carry be giving me hell too. So I don't know if being a stepmama is hard or just being a parent period is hard, because that 4-year-old got hands and be working me. Okay,
Can I tell you how I knew I was supposed to be a stepdad?
tell me how you knew you wasn't supposed to be a stepdad.
Bam. And
Now
this-
wait, is it gonna be a lie or is it gonna be the truth?
No. I keep it. Okay. this
Yeah,
is why
and that's
you should
facts,
stay with
Lionel.
your kids
It's
if you
facts.
would do it.
Facts.
Look, I'll never forget laying over this poverty-stricken girl house. We on the couch.
Yeah, that's facts, Lionel. And that's the point that I'm making about this, is that it's risky being a stepdad, not because of the children. A children plays a small role in that, depending on their behavior, and also depends on their relationship with their father, with the child's father, right? But it is actually the mothers who make the choice to make it difficult when it don't need to be difficult. You know what I'm saying? Based on their connection with their baby daddies.
Poverty-stricken girl.
Definitely.
Okay.
Okay.
But you were laying up with her. So back to not being. Hold on.
Let him tell the story, Rand.
Back to
Hey, shout out to Callie for being married for almost 10 years. Salute on that. Salute.
not being a homeless shelter. It sounds like you were in the homeless shelter, nigga.
Oh yeah, I was in the house.
You was getting it in.
Hold on, let him tell the story.
Come on. I'm laying on and her son at the time, he 4. He come over, smack right in the face.
As he should have.
Okay.
Hoe ass nigga.
Listen. So I look up at her.
Hey, real talk. That actually happened to me before too. When I was with a single mother, her son was up there just staring at me. He was staring at me drinking some Minute Maid juice. Right, this dude like 4 years old. I just got through smashing this mom or whatever happened. Right, yeah, I got through smashing this mom and stuff. Right, and I was just chilling. Right, and next thing you know, this dude just, I guess he woke up. He just see me stirring. He was just staring at me. Right, and I was asleep. And then you know how it is, you sleep, but you could kind of feel someone over you and stuff, right? So I kind of woke up and I kind of looking, trying to adjust my eyes and stuff because it was dark. See this little figure staring at me. And next thing you know, whop, That dude hit me with this Minute Maid juice box drink. I like, what the fuck? I'm like, ready, knock that little nigga out for real, man. I ain't lying. I ain't lying. Man, you better get your ass back in your room with your Minute Maid juice and go back to sleep, little nigga.
She laughing. I look at you.
Because it was funny.
Hold on. She laughing, he laughing. I'm saying, you ain't gonna do nothing?
No.
I'm like, no. Okay, cool. I had a stepdad too. You don't touch nobody else's kid, right?
Okay. Oh, no.
The next morning.
Hold on.
Oh, you spent the night.
Hold on. Wait. The
You
next
saved the
morning.
night.
Yeah, absolutely.
After he rocked your
Okay.
shit, girl.
Like I said, got hit for free.
So he rocked your shit. You stayed in his house?
He hit me, I hit his mama. Who were? Okay. Hold on, bro. I'm gonna tell you, I hit you like this. So the morning, I get up, before I'm for the lead, I go to the bathroom, pee all over the floor. I go wake
You
up.
look like you be peeing
Yeah,
on
look,
toilet.
I go wake up. Hey. You know little Johnny, he just pissed all over the floor. No, he didn't. You for real? Like, yeah. Got up, tearing his ass up. I was walking out the door. That's why you should stay in your kid's life. I might be the stepdad.
She felt real.
I might be the stepdad.
No, let me tell you why.
That's cold-blooded,
Let me tell you
bro.
why she was a goofy.
He is wild.
She was goofy as fuck because that strong smelling ass piss on the floor in that bathroom smelled like ammonia. Did not come out no fucking toddler. Girl, that baby drink milk and water. You thought that restaurant that you was smelling on the floor was from your kid?
She had me at the house. How small do you think she was?
How small?
How smart?
How smart?
He
He from
Yeah.
Mississippi.
Yeah, sorry. I couldn't.
Basically, he said he
Listen,
blatantly saying
Every
he's
ounce
not a
of
good decision.
when he said that every ounce of blackness left. I'm like, wait, what? Excuse me, sir. What did you say?
I go up.
Bro, Lionel, they is though. But see, you got to catch it though, bro. They doing that purposely. These women are doing that purposely because they don't want to hear this. They don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear the reality of this conversation. They don't want to have this because they want to get that Russell Wilson dude who's a simp and a beta male and come and save them from their troubles and all this old weird stuff they got going on. They want that.
Over there periodically on food stamp day. Can you blame me? I had Rotel over there.
You are
You said he
ridiculous.
was married.
I am married now.
So you just said you go over there periodically.
Yes, she is.
No, you said I go
You
over
said
there.
it as in present
Cut the
tense.
camera.
It's okay. It's a safe space. It's a safe
clip
space.
it out.
It's a safe space.
Gertrude, what you saying wild about, girl?
We talked briefly about the hot.
Something wrong with him, man.
We leaving all that shit in.
Y'all cut the camera.
We talked briefly about the highs and the lows of blended families. For those that actually come from or have been a part of a blended family, what are some of the highs and the lows that you've experienced? And I shall go first. One of my lows was
This girl here, this host right here, this girl, she's the so loud and obnoxious, man. Then she's a host too. Normally, when you're the host, right, you're supposed to allow the panel to go first, not the darn host, unless you're doing what I'm doing, where I'm by myself and doing it.
was really just trying to get myself and my kids.
I go first.
Because there was a
Looking at-
history there. It was difficult. Why did I feel like it was on me? Because I feel like the woman creates the temperature in the household. If it's my house, it's mother to mother. I was raised dumb mama, dumb baby. So when them kids are at my house, I'm the mama. I'm helping. I'm doing A, B, C, and D. So it was important for her to get on the same page so we can mother these kids properly the same way. Let me know what you're doing at your house so I can mirror that at my house. They go to bed at 9 o'clock at your house. They got to go to bed at 9 o'clock at my house. They having a 3-course meal at your house, including 2 veggies. Cool. Me too, baby. So that was hard because even when you dealing with somebody that's similar to you that you like, you still have difficulties trying to figure out how to navigate and work together. I was dealing with somebody who was on the opposite page of me, used to sleep.
Lionel, that right there, bro. That right there, that's kind of like a slippery slope right there. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand that part of our role of being the being the head and stuff, right? That we have to lead. You know what I mean? We gotta lead by example. So I get that concept, right? I get it. But at the same time, I do have to admit that the woman also controls the temperature of the household. You know what I'm saying? They the one who control a lot that happens in the household, right? It's the simple thing that's out there right now, right? That says, well, how the way it goes? Oh, happy wife, happy life, right? Once again, happy wife, happy life. What does that mean? Doesn't mean happy husband, happy life? No, that ain't what that mean. That mean as long as this woman is feeling a certain type of way or feeling a certain type of energy, or you could say a certain type of temperature, right? Then it's going to be happy. It's going to be peaceful. It's going to be pleasant. But the moment when that woman emotions change, right? Well, she's no longer feeling happy. She's no longer feeling safe. She's no longer feeling protected. And all these different things, guess what? That whole atmosphere, that temperature of the household is going to change. Regardless of you being the man or us being the man, trying to fix it, right? We can't control women. We can't make them do nothing we want to do, even though we would like to do that. Even though some of us will actually desire to do that. But in reality, we cannot do that. We can't control women, their behavior, or anything like that and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So we just have to deal with it. Okay? So that's what I'm saying. It's kind of like a slippery slope. I get it that, we could set the tone of the household. I put you that we could set the tone of it. But when it deals with the actual temperature itself, I honestly believe that it's the woman who does that. Now, one last thing too. We get back to the video. All right. Notice how she used the term temperature. What is the number one characteristic that temperature does? A temperature either increases or decreases depending on the scenario, depending on the season, or if you're in the house itself, right? Yeah, it don't matter. Even when you're in the house and stuff, right? It depends on the season. Like right now, some of us are still dealing with late summer, right? Some of us is getting ready going to early fall, right? And some of us are adjusting the temperature to the household accordingly to the seasons. Women are like seasons. I'm gonna say that again. Women are like seasons. So her using the analogy of temperature, I agree. Because that's how the way they're like. They're like seasons. They're like temperatures. One moment they're warm, one moment they're lukewarm, one moment they're hot, one moment they're cold. And it ain't nothing you could really do to fix it. I'm just saying, shoot. It's hard.
My man, that's all. Hold on now. You know what his nut face look like. That's a little bit different. You feel me?
Nah, that's real.
No, dead ass. You know what?
Popping, right?
Yeah, you feel me? Like, that's a little bit difficult. Once I was able to put my own ego aside and say, okay, cool, this is what I signed up for. I said that I was with him and his kids. Let's figure this out. We was able to work together and figure it out. We have a book together called Co-Parent Like a Boss. And we still hit our speed bumps sometimes because we were raised very differently. I come from a 2-parent household who my mom and dad have been together for 43 years. She comes from a single parent household. Her mom had her when I think she was like 15 or something like that. It's very different. So we had to do the work to get on the same page, and we did it, and we're constantly doing it. What are some of the ups and downs you guys may have faced in your blended families?
When my stepdad, I had a problem with authority because he wasn't my stepdad.
What you mean? Because they weren't married?
But I just nigga was my dad, and so I like.
See what I'm saying?
So you don't like stepdad because you was a badass stepdad.
You gave him a hard time.
How old was you when he came in your life?
I knew him since I can remember, bro. But I'm just saying, it's like some people who you naturally just don't get along with. We just didn't like it. And y'all don't never take the kid and say, okay, maybe he just don't get along with this person.
Yeah, no.
And so that was difficult, but the good part, I used to steal his shoes. Yeah, we used to wear them to school, so that was cool.
My son do that too.
Wait, y'all negotiating with another man?
Okay, now let's talk about that.
That shit is crazy.
So the blended families thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for the first couple of years, everything's smooth. You know what I mean? Because he out the picture.
Right.
You know what I mean? He didn't even want to slide in.
Right.
Until he did. Until
Right.
he found out who I was. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You see me on social media and shit. Now it's like, hold on, that's the nigga that raised my. Nah,
He is.
You feel me? So boom. now he want to oppose his, you know what I'm saying, the superiority.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because, that's your child.
Right.
So now, obviously I'm in a, road in a hard place. I'm like, cool, how this happened? You know what I'm saying? How we going to let this happen?
Yeah.
Or are we? You know what I'm saying? It was to the point where I'm like, all right, y'all try to work it out. But it was the same issues that a reason why they separated.
Right. Disrespectful,
He
can't
wanted to talk
communicate.
loud.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I ain't even know that bullshit. You
So
ain't gonna
listen,
handle.
that was my same thing, girl. You about to sit here yelling at my man? What? Because we can fight.
You feel me? And I'm like, listen, this ain't even happening. Like, listen, that might be your kid with her.
I yell at him.
But your
Lionel, chill out, bro.
Everything, you take that with me.
Yeah.
You take that with me now because I'm the father in your child life. When
Hell no.
So you talking to me. You talking to me now.
Hell no.
Yeah.
I'm not, but I can't negotiate with another man over his kid.
Not over my kid.
But that's not.
That shit is wild.
That is.
That's a rock and a hard place.
Is it his kid?
That is a rock and a hard place for me to have to negotiate with another. Somebody get her a mic, please. That's not my kid.
My stepkids is my kid.
No. You talking about it from a woman's perspective.
Yeah.
But that.
From a man
Exactly.
and a woman is two different things.
Okay, so cool. Hold on. Let's have that conversation. Why?
From that, the moment when that boy said, "Dad," because I earned
I
that.
don't care what
The
that
moment he
boy
said,
said.
"Daddy," I'm like, "Oh boy, you my son." You
I
my
don't
son
care
at this
what
point.
that boy said.
We locked in.
Listen, he got my blood. And this why dudes be in tune with their dad so much. Because they daddy already got the tools for them for their son.
No, they don't.
So, yes, they do.
These niggas be
No,
dumb
listen,
as fuck.
I can look at
No.
Randy, I can look at my daughter right now and tell them
That's the
exactly
issue.
what they gonna do in life because they based off of me. And
A lot of
No, hold on.
a lot of
I
men.
know exactly
Hold on,
what's
Ray,
up.
Ray,
Another
Ray.
dude can't tell me what's
Hold on.
best for my child.
You know what's so funny? I was talking to my wife the other day, and my daughter, you know what I'm saying? She depending on if she lose, because she in Taekwondo and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Depending on what she lose, I know what her moods are going to be because she's just like me.
Mhm.
Thank you.
She is a replica
The
of
two-
me as far as my personality. And I have to even tell her mother, no,
She got her mama eyes.
cool, but I have to tell her like, hey, you got to give her a minute. Don't get on her. Don't tell her that she's doing something wrong. She gonna get over.
Y'all see what she did there? Y'all see what she did right there? He's sitting up here acknowledging that his daughter is an exact replica of him, right? Instead of her taking accountability of that and saying, you know what, that's dope. No. She got her mama eyes. She got her mama eyes because she wants to have some type of control over the situation, period. Now, I can imagine how her household is with her dude. I can imagine that she sit up here and give this dude hell every single day. I can imagine it. Just by how the way she behaving right now. This is crazy. Damn. Man.
Over it. Give her a second.
Yeah.
It is because I know who I was.
Yeah.
And so inherently, she replicates my DNA. If you go back and you trace your lineage.
Oh yeah, she
ain't
showed
a
it was
fucking
the one who's the special guest right there to the left. She like, man, fuck this. I ain't forget this conversation at all. She said, y'all too wild for me. This is gonna be my very last time on this show. For real. I'm just saying. But no, man, this girl here, she wilding, bro. It's like Randy feel like that she got to be the outspoken one in the group, man. I don't know why her behavior is like this, but it is not cool at all. Man.
Stepfather gonna be in the picture.
Yes, it is.
No. As far as your bloodline, as far as who you are as an individual.
Of course not.
Our DNA is imprinted on. It's a whole nother ball game from a man. First of all, you can't compare a man to a woman. I'm not gonna sit here and argue with another man over something that he created. He was in the room when they had that kid. Let's say something.
He know her nothing.
Regardless.
I'm not arguing with an absent father, period. If you ain't been there while I've been there, if you
Let me
want
tell
to be
you
in your
something.
child's
You ain't
life,
nothing if you
I'm
ain't
not
there.
finna
If I
argue with
get
no absent
divorced
parent
today,
all of a sudden.
if I got divorced today, I'm always gonna have access to her.
You're not an absent parent.
It don't matter.
And you know
I'm
what?
gonna have
No,
access
no,
to her
no,
regardless.
no, no. Stop using yourself
I
as
know.
examples.
I'ma always
Stop
know
using.
her.
Stop using yourself as an example.
Of course.
And when and
Shit. Lord Jesus.
Shut your bitch ass up.
Somebody had to say it, man. I'm sorry. Somebody had to say it with this woman because Lord Jesus.
Shut your bitch ass up.
Lord Jesus. We just trying to get through the conversation now, Lord.
You're
and
the
if you kiss
exception.
her, you
You're
gonna be
not the
kissing me.
rule.
That was your wife. That's your wife. What do you mean?
either
Of
way,
course.
it's the same thing when you have a child.
No, it's not.
Listen, that child come out, they C-section or come out like an alien. Like,
How it sound?
Oh, what you said?
Hold on, wait.
You said-
How it sound? Fuck it. We're not skipping over that shit. We're not skipping that. How does it sound again when it come out? That nigga said,
Sound like a cat.
Oh,
he looked that kid in the face.
what kid he was giving birth?
What about the ones who wasn't there when that
What'd you
baby was
say?
born?
That's her problem.
Can't nobody parent.
That's
my
her
child.
problem.
That's
You're-
her problem.
Yeah.
So
Hold
wasn't
on,
there.
So
you
to
talking
be
about far as
fair,
you there?
Because he decided not to be there when that baby was
Do
born.
y'all-
That's her problem.
Do y'all hear how crazy that sound? A dude wants to participate in his kid life.
Uh-huh.
He gonna sit there and negotiate with another dude.
That's
about-
raising
about-
a kid.
Especially
You
if you
wouldn't
had-
have to do
if you
that.
put
You
your-
are-
Hold on, wait,
Oh, no,
hold on,
drop
wait,
your-
hold
no,
on.
drop your
if
shit,
you put
Crystal.
your hands on
Talk
the-
your shit, Crystal. Talk your shit, Chris.
You don't gotta negotiate shit with nobody about your child if you were there before that man came and already had shit.
No. Hey, hold on.
If you was doing your fucking
We gonna add on
job,
to it.
I
We gonna add on
respect
to it.
what's already there. I
Wait,
can't
wait.
change
We
what the hell
gonna
is
add on.
Hey, ain't this not the argument that I was having earlier about that whole scenario, right? Where you're already there in that child life, right? We're not talking about the pookies decide to abandon that child and stuff, right? Where we're talking about the dudes who are actually there who want to co-parent, right? But that mama relinquished his authority and power of being the child's father and gave it to a whole nother nigga. That's what they talking about. She literally relinquished this dude power and authority, gave it to another dude, and now he up here got to negotiate with this said dude. That's some bullshit for real. Hell no, That's bullshit. And this is the reason why, ladies, men end up getting tired of the bullshit and they end up abandoning their children. Because of situations like this. Exactly the reason why.
Onto it. And if you put your hands on her prior before I showed up, I'm never allowing this nigga to eat even get any type of hype. You get hype, nigga, you down there. What we doing?
Every
What we
time.
doing? So I'm separating
You
that
see how
shit
crazy
immediately.
this sound, bro?
You feel me?
This sound
So
insane.
the thing is I
This
feel
sound insane.
I'm not mad at y'all for having y'all point of view and having y'all own standard. Have
You know
y'all
what I'm saying,
standards.
though?
That's absolutely cool. Like have your standards. That's absolutely cool.
Okay.
But you can't knock the next person for having a different set of standards than you. Their
I can't
experience.
control how he's gonna react. My standards don't got nothing to do with what it is that he said is his
No,
own
your
standards.
listen, your standard.
He may be a
your
crash. You
standard.
might have dealt with a crash dump. You might dealt with a dude that was from the streets. I can't negotiate with a terrorist.
I'm meeting your standard of not dating
I'm not
women
about to
with
sit there and
kids.
negotiate with a terrorist.
I mean your standard of
No
not dating
negotiation.
women with
Right.
kids. That's all I meant.
See, y'all equating the love for the child for a nigga that want to put up.
I don't understand why she shouted when she got the mic.
No,
Like you said,
no,
that's
you
not true. That's not true.
This
My
nigga
and
stepdad-
that's when you put
Why are they shouting when they got a goddamn mic? Why? Lord Jesus.
a man over your child. That's when you put a man over your child.
Then I ain't gonna lie. Then these dudes right here too. They sit up here shouting. They got mics, man. They sit up here getting all this little beta energy.
Beta.
Lord Jesus.
Hold on one second.
No.
Pause.
What y'all saying?
Latia wants to talk, and she ain't talked all episode yet. Let her talk.
My stepdad came into my life when I was 2 years old.
Mm-hmm.
My brother he's a year up under me, right? So my mama had 2 kids. He has not left. They broke up 20 years ago. He's my kid's grandfather. Like,
Oh, that's the truth. Let him
gonna be the
speak.
best.
he's a
I don't
great
care.
grandfather.
Let him speak.
Time out. This
ridiculous.
nigga, and that's the only
Like
nigga,
Donald Trump.
and that's the only nigga that'll put up with your mama. Don't mean he gonna be the best motherfucking
But
daddy
he
for my
was a
child.
great person. That's
He
what
better-
He's a
Literally, raise another woman's child was in that kid's life from the time that woman left from the dude and she basically leapfrogged into the next situation, and he took care of them like they own. You know what that kid grew up to do? Seek and long for their own father.
Yeah.
Literally, they go and they try and he.
That has nothing to do with the love they have in their stepfather.
Hold on.
That has nothing to do with
Hold
the
on.
love they have in their stepparents.
Come on.
Because I'm the
He was get into an argument because of course she had more kids with the dude. I seen the real kid and the kid that was taken care of get into an argument because the stepkids felt like the stepfather didn't have as much of an impact on them as they did. No, you missing what I'm saying. The stepfather sacrificed his life. He never got the honor. Y'all don't see you speak it. You.
What's up?
What up, though, big dog?
And y'all been doing great today on time. I just want to say thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
But I'm a father and I'm a stepfather.
Come on.
So as a father, you know what I mean? I'm old. I've been with my wife for 10 years. I need to become a
You could have got that in football.
Talk your shit.
Shut the fuck up, bro.
Listen, Mom had a basketball team, my man. She had 5 of us. I'm the oldest of 5. So not to discredit my mom.
Yeah.
Because she ran into different situations because a lot of niggas want shit.
She told this nigga, shut the fuck up.
No. Say, oh my God.
This is crazy.
I'm giving credit to those.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Who came along the road and said, hey man, you know, you something great about you. But I'm saying there are great stepfathers.
I agree. Nobody is saying that the stepfathers are not great at what they're doing. I'm saying that it does not benefit a single man, to come into a woman's life that already has kids is nothing for him to gain from that.
Because one of them kids could be your next president, my man.
No.
All right.
No, it is statistics. Most men take care of their children. It's a small minority of men.
more people saying how these niggas are
It's a small minority of men.
This dude said that dude could be your next president. What the hell? That's the biggest type of baloney I've ever heard. What the hell? Lord Jesus, man, say that dude is not gonna be the next president. No, if we talk about in a black household, the most that dude is gonna be is probably be like the next athlete. You know, he might be the next LeBron James. He may be the next Kobe. Shit, he might be the next football player or something like that. You know, he ain't gonna be no next down president. Let's keep it real, because that dude is not even part of no elite Ivy League family. Second of all, majority of the elite family marries within the family period. So they already have a nuclear household in place and everything and stuff. So they're not going to be in no single down parent household. That is only for us average modern people who deals with this situation. That's us who deal with it, not the upper class people. The upper class people don't deal with this bullshit like what we deal with. And that is facts for real. So that whole argument, yeah, he might be the next president. Shut up. That dude is never going to be the next president. I don't care how much he flipping the folder. I don't care how much he study politics. It's not going to be the next damn president. It's not going to happen. Because they already got who they want to be the president. They already know the next generations of presidents right now as we're speaking. So that's why I be telling y'all about this whole politics stuff all the time and stuff, you know. They already know who's going to be the next president. They already know who's going to be the next vice president, because they already got them picked for generations. So cut the shit out.
Hey, hands up. Look at me. Hey, I'm in charge.
I don't know. Ask your homegirl.
I'm in charge.
He came out with that.
I'm in charge, DJ.
That's a fact.
I'm gonna grab the wheel.
I'm in charge.
Oh. Randy, we normalize
I will
being a
say
baby
this.
mama.
Now listen, I will say this. There is a lot of baby showers that look like receptions, and I don't see a man there.
That's fair.
I will say this, and I do think that we need to be more intentional about knowing someone before we lay with them. I 100% believe that. Yeah. I do believe that we are a little bit too loose with our coochies, and we lack dick discipline as well. And I think that we're so caught up in this high-speed, fast-moving society that we think that, oh, it could be him, it could be him, it could be him. Right. And that's a horrible way to live your life when it comes to your coochie. I do agree with that. But my bisexual ass is going to close out this episode because I don't think it's anything wrong with that. Y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. We'll be back for episode 3 in a minute. Thank y'all.
Wait a minute. Did she say that she's bisexual? What the fuck? Hey, Lionel, that's the reason why she acting the hell up and stuff, right? She's already with a beta, right?
Beta.
She's already with a damn beta, and she's bisexual. God damn, that explains it. Well, that explains it, folks. That explains it right there. That explains it right there. God damn.
Beta Bell. Are you close to your father? Not really. Does he even return your calls? How?
Lord.
God damn.
That's the craziest shit I'd ever heard, bro. But that's it for that clip. So what y'all think about that whole argument, man? That argument was crazy as hell. I ain't lying. But that goes back to my whole premises where I've been saying throughout this whole podcast stuff, right? About being a stepfather. Now, if you choose to be a stepfather, it is absolutely risky to do so. I'm not saying that you won't be successful in it. You know what I'm saying? That all depends on you and that single mother that you are with. If you're in that single mother could parent together, and also that single mother want to have a parental relationship with that stepfather, then by all means, I mean not stepfather, but father, then by all means, hey, marry her up and do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with that, but it is absolutely risky. Now, I started off the show, telling y'all about my anecdotal experience of being a stepfather and stuff, right? One thing about me and Mrs. Urban's situation is that I allow Mrs. Urban to do whatever it is that she's going to do for us related to her children. And I just support it. And that's it. I don't try to control the situation or anything like that. Now, if she need me to navigate certain things where it needs to be certain type of disciplinary actions to that, right, then she allows me to do that. But notice why I say she allows me to do that. Let me put it to you this way. Not only she allow me to do that, she trusts in my overall decision making of doing that. She do. But there are women out there that don't trust the overall decision making of these stepfathers. They don't. And that's where the issue happens, to where it becomes extremely risky. This dude is putting all his life online because you'll never know what that baby daddy gonna do. You know what I'm saying? He's also sacrificing his finances and all kind of stuff. Their stories are out there right now where the stepdad end up being, they end up, getting divorced, whatever, and the stepdad paying child support for a child that is not even his at all, just because he married the mom. Weird stuff like that. So it's absolutely a risk, but it really does depend on you. If you're willing to take that risk, make sure that you properly vet out that woman for real. Vet out that woman, vet out her situation, vet out that she's right in the head and everything. Vet out to make sure that she don't have no type of sexual and intimate connections with the child father. If you see that she's done with them, then by all means, do what you do. If not, then just don't do it. That's fine. You're a single woman and you're a single dude, and y'all procreate together and get married. That's all I'm saying. But other than that, thank each and every last one of y'all for pulling up to the One Lounge today. I appreciate y'all a whole lot. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all input. I appreciate y'all want to input y'all perspective in the chat and stuff, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate everyone who pulled up as well too. Mimi, Gertrude, everybody, Callie, Lionel, everybody that pulled up to the lounge. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. And appreciate everyone who's going to catch the replay of the stream as well too. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate y'all. And going out, make sure y'all hit that thumbs up as well too, because it helps this channel so I could continue this good old thought-provoking content. All right. So Make sure y'all have your notifications set. I will be going live later on tonight. We will be doing a reaction to the last Pop the Balloon episode that came out because I know y'all been asking me about it. I'm like, Irby, when you going to do the reaction show? When you going to do the reaction show? You need to do the reaction show because I seen it and you was going to trip out. I haven't seen it yet, so I don't want to spoil it for myself. And so we're going to do it tonight, all right? So make sure you have your notifications set when I go live, all right? And make sure if you're not sub up to this channel, y'all, make sure you sub up to this channel, man, for real, because subscribe, because you don't want to miss out on all this good old thought-provoking entertaining content, all right? So appreciate y'all. I will see y'all again later on today. Y'all have a good remainder of your work day if you're working right now or if you're chilling. Hope you have a good remainder day, and I'll see you later on tonight.